This is the number one thing you can do right now to grow your business. Hey there, I'm Jillian Kendrick, and welcome to the Momentum Marketing Podcast. I'm a mama, a wife, an entrepreneur, and a 3-time best-selling co-author. In each episode, you'll get real-world, practical advice and strategies, and maybe a parenting tip or two along the way. If you're ready to create a business that supports your family and your lifestyle, then you're in the right place. Hey there, as always, it's Jillian Kendrick. I am so excited that you are here to join me for another episode of this podcast. I want to share a quick tip with you. So I've been doing a lot of video editing, a lot of video recording, a lot of podcast recording, just a ton of new content lately. And the number one thing that I noticed whenever I'm creating content that I want to share with you is I can hear a difference in my voice and in the quality of the tonality that I use when I'm saying certain things when I smile and when I don't. When I don't smile and I talk like this, and it doesn't really matter. I could tell you something absolutely brilliant, but because I'm saying it monotoned and how I normally talk, and it's just kind of boring, you are probably toning me out and it doesn't even matter. But if I smile, and I'm literally not cheesy sort of thing, but I'm kind of forcing myself to be excited and to smile and to talk through that energy, I can genuinely feel and hear a big difference in the quality of my tonality. And therefore, I believe that that translates to you, the listener. So if you are making content, if you're producing a podcast, if you're putting out videos, if you're making videos for ads, if you're using your voice, if you're reading through your audio version of your book, I want you to write a 3x5 note card or get a post-it note and write the word smile with a big exclamation mark and a little smiley face next to it, and put that up somewhere on your desk or in your studio or even just on your laptop to remind you to smile when you're recording content. Because I promise you, after the hours upon hours upon hours of content creation that I've done in the last few weeks, I can hear a massive difference when I smile and when I talk through that smiling, happy energy versus when I'm just monotone and I talk the way that I normally talk and blah, 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 blah. So if you want to have better energy, if you want to have better tonality, smile. Talk through your smile. And I promise it's going to help so much. So now on to today's topic. Here is the number one thing you can do to help grow your business right now. Don't wait. Don't ask for permission. Don't try to figure out all of the things before getting started. Get started, figure out what you need, and iterate and go from there. If there's one major thing that I've learned in launching my List Builder Blueprint course over the last several months, it's this: there will never be a good time. It's the number one excuse that I hear. It's the number one excuse that I write about. It's the number one excuse that people tell me when they say that they can't sign up or can't join one of my programs, or they're not sure if this or that. Timing is everybody's number one excuse. But I am here to tell you that there will never, ever, ever be a right time for anything. There will never be a right time to start a business. There will never be a right time to start a family. There will never be a perfect time to get married. There will never be a perfect time to invest. There will never be a perfect time to buy a house. There will never be a perfect time for this, that, and the other. And yeah, you could argue a few of those points. You could argue about the housing market. You could argue about the state of the stock market. You could argue all of those things. And I totally get it. But I'm here to tell you genuinely, there will never be a right time. If you are waiting for your life to start or something to happen or something to change, there will not be a right time. While I was working on launching List Builder Blueprint, here's some of the stuff. Not even all of it, just some of the stuff that I went through and that my family had gone through recently. So firstly, my husband has been working almost nonstop at his job for various reasons. Them being a little bit understaffed is one of those reasons. Them having extra projects and things is another reason. He's been super crazy busy, and life is kind of turned upside down, even just for that. Another thing, we've been working on picky eating with my son. We've been working on more vocabulary with him, and we've been trying to simultaneously do potty training, which let me tell you is really difficult. All three of those things are really difficult. Trying to do all three at once, extremely difficult. Personally, I've been going through fertility treatment that's been really hard. I had COVID. I had a sinus infection right after that. We've traveled a couple of times. My son has been sick. We've had a few days without childcare. My parents have moved close to us. My niece and nephew have moved close to us. My sister had a baby. I've been taking my aunt to doctor's appointments every couple of weeks. And I've been working on creating my new program, launching it, doing all of the launch things that are necessary, which if you've launched before, or if you're thinking about it, you know that it is a massive amount of work, which of course, List Builder Blueprint helps make that so much easier with templates and other things. And that's why I wanted to do it and put that out into the world. But all of that is to say, there's never a right time. There's never a right time to have a baby. There's never a right time to get sick or a convenient time to get sick. There's never a right time to potty train. There's never a right time to have family members and help them move down. There's never a right time to be transitioning things in your business, but you just have to take that stuff in stride, because if you're waiting for the right time, it's never going to come. If you're waiting to create a course or a program, if you're waiting to get that new client, if you're waiting to update the contracts in your business, if you're waiting to create a better onboarding system, if you're waiting to try and figure out how to write that sales page copy, if you're waiting to start a diet, if you're waiting for fill in the blank, there's never going to be a right time or a perfect time. And even after you start, and even after you think that it's going well, you might get COVID and go through fertility treatment and have a bunch of other family stuff and still be dealing with a toddler and still have a team to take care of and still be launching a program all at the same time. Which I wouldn't necessarily recommend, but it definitely made me resilient. So I want to encourage you, whatever it is, whatever you're thinking about or going through, whatever's in your heart right now, just start. Just take that first leap. And if the leap you're looking to take is lead generation, bringing in new leads into your business and then nurturing them and converting them into sales, List Builder Blueprint will absolutely show you how to do that. And it will make it so much easier and faster and simpler than it will be doing it by yourself. So if you're ready to take control of your business, your life, and your lead generation, I encourage you to sign up for List Builder Blueprint. If you haven't watched my latest masterclass, I want to teach you how I get over 600 leads every single month consistently. Go to jilliankendrick.com/masterclass, and you can check that out. Thanks so much for joining me on this episode of the Momentum Marketing Podcast. If listening to this has brought you value, improved your life, or given you insight on how you can build your own momentum, then please share this with a friend. And if you're ready to grow your business on autopilot, then I want to help you get there easier and faster with a free copy of my Entrepreneur Survival Kit. Just leave a review of this podcast wherever you're listening right now. Hopefully it's a 5-star review and you love it. Then screenshot the review and email the screenshot to hello@jilliankendrick.com. Once we confirm the review, we'll send you a copy of the Survival Kit totally free. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next episode. All content is written and recorded by Jillian Kendrick. Copyright 2023, all rights reserved.